Welcome students to the class. Today we will learn a new topic of your class 10 grammar book. The name of the topic is subject verb agreement. In this topic we will study how verbs agree with subject in number and person. Students, we know subject and verb are the two main parts of a sentence. Students, let us pick out subject and verb in the following sentences. In the first sentence, let us see he is the subject and is the verb. And in the second sentence, they is the subject and the verb becomes are. He subject is the verb and here they is the subject, are is the verb. In the third sentence, Sita is the subject and sings is the verb. And in the last sentence, we is the subject and play is the verb. Students, see how verb changes according to the subject. Students, we saw how verb changes according to the subject. So let us know what is subject verb agreement. So students, a verb must agree with the subject in number and person. So this is called your subject verb agreement. Students, let us see some more examples of subject verb agreement. Students, let us see the two examples. The first example, there is a pen on the box, and the second sentence is there are two pens on the box. Both the sentences begin with there, but in the first sentence the verb is and in the second sentence the verb is are. Here the verb is used according to a pen in the first sentence and the second sentence are is used according to two pens. So here a pen, the real subject is a pen, so the verb is. In the second sentence the real subject is two pens, so the verb becomes are. So students, when a sentence begins with there, the verb must agree with the real subject that follows the verb. So in the first sentence the verb is and in the second sentence the verb is are. So students, what did we learn from these two examples? When a sentence begins with there, the verb must agree with the real subject that follows the verb. Students, mark these two examples. The first sentence is it was raining heavily and the second sentence is it is 10 miles to Cuttack. Students, see both the sentences begin with it. In the first sentence the verb is was and in the second sentence the verb is. So both the verbs are in singular form. Both the verbs. Because both the sentences begin with it and both the verbs are in singular forms. So when a sentence begins with it, the verb is always singular. When a sentence begins with it, the verb is always singular. So students, what did we learn from these two examples? Now we learned when it is used in the subject position of a sentence, when it is used in the subject position of a sentence, the verb is always singular. Student, you must remember one thing here, that when a sentence begins with there, the verb may be singular or plural according to the number of the real subject. But when a sentence begins with it, the verb is always in singular form. Mark the two examples. The first example is gold and silver are precious metals. In the first sentence, the subject is gold and silver. Here gold is a noun and silver is also a noun and the two nouns are joined by and. So the verb is plural. Here are is plural. In the second sentence, he and I were playing. The subject is he and I. He and I are two pronouns and these two pronouns are joined by and the verb is also plural. Mark the verb, underline were. So when two nouns or pronouns joined by and, the verb is generally plural. So here gold and silver are two nouns joined by and, so the verb is plural are. In the second sentence, he and I are two pronouns and they are joined by and the verb is used where. So where is the plural. So students, what did we learn from these two examples? We learned that two or more singular nouns or pronouns joined by and require a plural verb. Students, see the two examples. The first example is bread and butter is my only food. The second example is time and tide waits for none. In the first example, bread is also a noun, butter is also a noun. Two nouns are joined by and, but here the verb is singular, is. In the second sentence, time and tide waits, not wait, waits. Here is also verb is in singular form. Here two nouns joined by and, the verb is singular because bread and butter refers to one food, same food, bread and butter. Bread and butter are not different. Bread and butter is my only food. The second example, time and tide waits for not. Why the verb is singular? Because time and tide refers to one idea. So students, what did we learn? Now when two nouns or pronouns joined by and, the verb is generally plural. But if the two nouns suggest one idea to the mind or refer to the same thing, the verb is not plural, the verb is always singular. Students, let us see the example. The first example is 10 kilometers is a long walk. Second example is 50,000 rupees is a large sum. Here 10 kilometers is a plural noun, but the verb used here is singular, is. 50,000 rupees is a plural noun, but the verb used is singular. So, when a plural noun refers to a specific quantity and considered as a whole, the verb is singular. And like this, 50,000 rupees here is considered as a whole, so the verb is singular. So students, what did we learn? Now when a plural noun denotes some specific quantity or amount considered as a whole, the verb is always singular. Students, mark these two examples. The committee has issued its report. The committee are divided on minor points. In the first sentence, the committee is regarded as singular, and in the second sentence, the committee is regarded as plural. Why? So students, a collective noun takes a singular verb when the collection is thought of as one whole. But when we consider the individual members of the collective noun, the verb is always plural. So the first committee is singular and the second committee is regarded as plural. Students, mark these nouns: police, people, poultry, cattle. They look like singular. Police, people, poultry, cattle, they look like singular, but they are always plural. They look like singular, but they are plural. The police is not is on duty, the police are on duty. So police is always plural. The poultry, like the poultry have been fed. Here poultry is used as a plural noun. So these nouns look like singular, but they are plural. Students, let us see, as you know, uncountable nouns have no plural forms. They are always singular. Clothing, food, furniture, stationery, cutlery, crockery, jewelry and scenery. They are always uncountable. So they are always treated as singular. These nouns have no plural forms because they are uncountable nouns. Let us see the use of uncountable nouns. Food is necessary, not food are. Food is an uncountable noun. The furniture needs, not need. The furniture needs to be repaired. So here food and furniture both are uncountable nouns. So they are always followed by a singular verb. Students, this is for today. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.